So this cut our trip short here, unfortunately, and we don't have any signal out here, so. Back in the day, cowboys traveled the Pony Express with 1 horsepower. Now we're ripping through with 300. The Pony Express Trail revolutionized the way mail traveled. The California Gold Rush brought people further west than the mail system could handle. It would take up to 6 months for folks to receive mail from their families in the East, which by the time they received that mail would be too late. In 1860, the Pony Express cut that time down to 10 days. Starting in St. Joe, Missouri and ending in Sacramento, California, young riders would hightail it across state lines to deliver letters through harsh terrain and conditions, switching horses every 10 to 15 miles to ensure that they were using a horse with full energy and they could get there as quickly as possible. It wasn't the dangers or the unrealistic conditions that brought the Pony Express Trail to its knees, but the telegraph. The Pony Express only lasted 18 glorious months before it became obsolete due to the invention of the telegraph. The trail was such a marvel that it's still preserved to this day, and we got a glimpse of it in all its glory. Oh, Tito!
Ooh,
How'd you get up there?
Big.
Did you jump up there?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Gotta wonder what they were doing to pass time.
Right. I love the little door. This is like
a bar.
yeah, it's like 4.5 feet tall. It's all pretty amazing. This is like the coolest trail. My favorite trail so far, I think, that we've been on. It's neat. All right, we're stopped at Simpson Springs, and I'm just reading some of the history behind the Pony Express. I'm amazed. I had absolutely no idea. So one of these is talking about the horses. So if you didn't know, the Pony Express goes from Missouri all the way over to California, and they wanted young, skinny boys to ride horses basically as fast as they could across those states to deliver mail. So then they would stop at these posts, which were at Simpson Springs, that you could, like, they all kind of look like this right now. That's the way they're marking them, but they'll stop at these posts along the way and trade out horses or drop the mail off if this is the place they had to. But this says that they estimated it takes about 75 horses for one mail person to get across the states from Missouri to California. So they would switch out those horses so often because they didn't want to wear them out. They wanted them to be as fast as possible. And, you know, I guess for safety to an extent, because it doesn't seem like a safe ride. But it's really impressive, just everything that they've planned out. Alrighty, we are setting up camp on the Pony Express Trail.
So guys,
So we pulled off right before Springs, Simpson Springs.
Yeah, but we found an epic spot here that's off the trail. So we took a pit stop a little bit earlier than what we were planning on because it's just like perfect. Got a beautiful view of the valley and the mountains.
Tito, come on.
So we're about to plug in the two
burner stove
What
top.
is that? Yeah,
Hot
two
plate.
burner hot
Two
plate.
hot plate.
Yeah, so we're gonna plug that into the Tacoma right now.
Have us some steaks.
We're gonna do some ribeyes and some tenderloin.
Gonna be good.
Getting spoiled tonight, and I got
Yeah.
some seltzer in the
Some apple cider.
Yeah.
Spiked apple ciders. Going all out. Yeah. David's the head chef here, making us some steaks.
Some tenderloins.
Yeah.
I've got a
smells
ribeye,
good.
but we're having difficulties with powering the electric stovetop. So
Yeah, this is our first time using it with the truck outlet. So we thought we'd be able to use both, but it keeps shorting it out.
well, it's strange because it says on the outlet that it can take 400 watts at idle. This takes up about 175, but we can't do both for some odd reason. So we're destined not to use it anymore.
Yeah, we're giving up on it. We're going back to propane after this time.
All right, let's watch this sizzle. Let's see if it actually sizzles. Guys, I overcooked the steaks. Luckily they're still tender though. This is our first camping meal.
First steak dinner camping meal.
Yep. Smells delicious. I wish you guys could smell this.
Alrighty, bedtime. We're in the tent. So we're actually decided instead of the sleeping bag, since it's so warm, we're gonna use a normal comforter. So this will be nice for all three of us. Say good morning.
Alright, let's check out this view.
We're having a dilemma this morning since that electric stovetop we can only use one burner. So now we're trying to make coffee on the fireplace, and then we've got to cook sausage, eggs, and potatoes on that one burner. So breakfast is taking a while. At least the view's pretty. Chef David.
Chef. It's finally happening, guys. It only took about 30 minutes in 3 different positions on the fire.
Okay, we are finishing up our coffee, enjoying the last of the fire. It's been a morning, to say the least. So we started our coffee on the stove, the electric stove top, and last night we realized we can only use one burner, so we thought we'd make it first and then make breakfast. So after about 30 minutes, we couldn't get it to percolate, so it was just kind of sitting there cold. Figured out the issue. What is it, babe?
On the Tacoma, the tailgate power outlet only goes on for about 5 minutes and it turns off. So it just ended up being just an inconvenience. So Megan decided to put the percolator on the fire. And right as it was percolating,
which took another 30 minutes.
Yeah, right as it was percolating, the logs burnt through and collapsed, and then we lost all the coffee. So yeah, we decided to.
Well, then after that, we put it back on the stovetop because we figured it would be hotter after we cooked our breakfast. And so we waited another 20 minutes, nothing, and then we went back to square one, which is
the jet boil.
The jet boil, yeah. So
can't go wrong with the jet boil.
That's right. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it is the saying that applies here. So we had coffee in our jet boil, and it was really nice, and it was worth the wait, I guess.
I highly recommend getting French press for the jet boil.
The accessory,
yeah,
for the jet
really
boil.
Makes it really tasteful.
Like you're having a gourmet cup of coffee
Yeah.
out in the middle of the desert. But we're going to pack up here and then drive a little bit more out past Fish Springs is our goal. So we want to get out past there. We've never been there. And then maybe just turn around at that point. So we'll take you along with us. We hit a snafu. So one of our brackets slid off, and we noticed the tent was like hanging diagonally off the side of the truck. So we had 3 brackets on. It was probably, wasn't about to fall off or anything. Still need to secure it down. We've just been on this dirt road.
And we were worried because we thought that the bracket fell off on the road, so we were gonna turn back and go home, but luckily Megan found it in the bed of the truck hidden away. So there's some positives in this.
Yeah, we've really
and we got some
a
Loctite.
lot of learning lessons this trip.
Yeah, we got some Loctite that we brought with us. So
and we're having to do it manually. We don't have any power tools.
All right, so we're still on the side of the road, and after getting about 1 millimeter from removing the front bolt, it stripped, and that's hand tightening. So note to anyone that's getting a Desert Armor rooftop tent, I'd highly recommend just going to Home Depot and getting some higher quality bolts or nuts, because clearly they skimped out on that. So now we're still on the side of the road. We're not going to be able to use one of the brackets, so this cut our trip short here, unfortunately, and we don't have any signal out here, so there's no way we can call a friend to bring out some tools.
Alright, tent is back in place and tightened, and we're just going to watch it, but we're heading back, so we think it'll be a little under 2 hours until we get back home. It was a good trip. This is like the coolest trail. Everything was just gorgeous, and the campsite was nice, but we did have a couple of things, kinks that we had to work out with the stovetop and coffee and tent. So next time we'll be pros, hopefully. Anyways, well, we hope you enjoyed our trial run of the Pony Express, and we hope to come back soon. All right, bye guys.
See you guys in the next video.